Well, the name of the band is The Holes in the Road, and the name came about one night I was out with a date, and we were out in the middle of nowhere, and this sign popped up out of the darkness that said Holes in the Road, and she says, now there's a band I'd pay to go see. And I thought, okay, well, if I ever get a band together that I like, I'll call it The Holes in the Road. And then as the years went on and I became a harmonica player is what I started out to be, and I played at several recording sessions, and at one recording session I ran into a guy named Hoopy who played harmonica also. Hoopy was an old guy that he turned out that he ended up playing harmonica for his room and a bottle of whiskey, and so I was asking him a bunch of questions being a young kid and wanting to know how to go about it. And Hoopy ended up telling me that there are two things to live by as a musician, is that if you play your own music, your audience will find you, but along the road you got to watch out for them holes. And I thought, okay, it's got to be the name of my band, The Holes in the Road. So as soon as I got to the point where I could actually felt comfortable being the band leader, we became The Holes in the Road. Okay, well, about 20 years ago or so, I was at a jam downtown Fort Lauderdale at a little hole-in-the-wall Grady's, and Jimmy was playing at the jam, and we got to talking, and it turned out that we were both musically in tune. I said, hey, I'm putting a band together, and I really don't want to, I hate the sound of a trio, and so, if you want to play horn, I really appreciate it. And Jimmy signed on, and we've been at it ever since.
Been playing with the Holes in the Road for nearly 20 years, and play with other bands also. But when these guys call to go play old-fashioned blues and original blues, it's just a lot of fun.
The bass player, Stevie G, I met through a mutual friend, and Stevie signed on almost immediately. As soon as we got together, he says, I'm going to play with you. So he's been playing with me since then.
I come up from Key West about once a week to play with Holes in the Road because I've been with Holes in the Road for about 10 years, and when I started out I lived up here in Pompano, and I made the decision to move down to Key West. So since I made that decision and I didn't want to give up the music, that's why I come up here and play the music.
Sean has been with me for about, I would say, 6-7 years. Another mutual friend introduced us. Sean was playing in a pagan rock band at the time, and they were going nowhere fast, and so he says, well, yeah, I'll play with you guys.
Actually, I started playing music with my dad's drum corps in 1965. I was a snare drummer. From there I went into Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts, played drums there. From that, took a hiatus. Moved to Florida in 1982, and about 7 or 8 years ago, I found Michael through a mutual friend, and I mainly played rock. So going back to blues or going to blues was very interesting. It was a lot slower, and it retaught me the drums all over again. And I really enjoy playing with these guys, and everything has worked out just fine.
I'm real happy with the lineup. We're very comfortable with each other, and we seem to get along.
chance she gets. My baby put
My grandfather had a radio show in Pittsburgh in the 20s with his brothers, so he's been a musician. He was a musician all his life. And I remember as a little kid watching him play his guitar whenever we went to Grandpa's house, and totally fascinated by it. And when I was about 5 years old, I snuck off into the bedroom and got in the closet, pulled out his guitar and wanged on the strings a couple of times, and that was it. I was ready to go right there and then. Lead me to the stage because I'm ready to play, or so I thought.
my hard-hearted woman, baby got a heart as black as coal. Put a lien on my body, hold a mortgage on my mortal soul.
My music, I like to convey the message that, yeah, we got the blues, but they're not going to keep us down. You can't keep a good man or a good woman down. And you can't keep this group down. We may all have the blues, we may all get the blues, but we're going to get through them, and that's what I try to convey. No matter how bad it is, you're going to get through it. Well, we do what I call original or semi-original blues. I do the arranging of even the cover tunes, but my arranging is very, very loose. I believe in creative anarchy. I'll put out the chord changes and then tell the guys, we can play this way or that way, or I'll drop a name of somebody that I'm listening to or what I hear and let them go. And then it's through a process of elimination that we end up playing what we end up playing. And for the original songs, I just write what I call the lick, the basic lick to the tune, and then I just play it over and over and over again until everybody finds their parts. And they come together fairly well and fairly quick now. So the process it's still laborious, it's still intense, but it's getting done a lot quicker, so it doesn't hurt quite as much. Where we play in Coconut Creek, but we will be playing definitely the June homegrown concert at the community center in Coconut Creek, there at Coconut Creek Parkway and Lyons Road, June of 2009. I believe it's the 12th that we're going to play. It'll be a Friday. Anywhere else, you can look us up online at holesintheroad.com, and that'll tell you where we're at and about. The message for other musicians is to stay at it, be true to yourself. Much like Hoopy told me, if you make your own music, your audience will find you. Nobody got famous playing other people's stuff. You may get a song or two out of it, but you won't get too far being a cover band, unless that's what you want to do. For the aspiring musicians, I would ask them to go find somebody who does it for a living and ask them questions. Any musician worth his salt will take the time to help another musician out with whatever knowledge they may impart. My motivation as a musician has been the same since I first picked up a guitar, my grandfather's guitar, when I was 5 years old and tried to play it. It's been, I have this in me, and I have to get it out. For a while, when I couldn't play my guitar, I couldn't live with myself. I couldn't live with anybody. It's just something that I have to do. It's like something that burns inside of you. I have to play my guitar. I have to play the blues. I have to sing. I have to do this. This is my life. It's the life that chose me. I didn't choose it. So I've been on this road since 1964.